Track slate.
Nuby NubyWorld.net.
Any of the thoughts and opinions shared on this show belong solely to the members of the cast. This is not a reflection of our families, friends, or employers. These are just our thoughts and views and aren't intended for anything further than entertainment and information for our viewers and listeners. Nuby for life. Thank you. Welcome to episode 15 of the In Crowd Podcast. As always, I'm your host, J Love, aka Fly95, and I'm joined by the guys. Today with me, I got Erik, Benard, and Jack Mack. What's the word, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah. Man,
What's
not
going
much,
down?
man. Man, what y'all been getting into, man? E, I want to start off with you, E. I know we shouted you out last week, man. You couldn't be with us. I know you was doing your 1-2 thing on the bowling lanes, man. How did all that turn out, man?
Man, you know me. I was throwing that thing in a circle, boss. It went well, man. I got nationals coming up this week, man. So,
okay.
I'll take that back. I stuck it up last weekend to keep it a buck with y'all.
Okay.
Stuck it up, man. Maybe it was a mental thing. I don't know what it was. But stuck it up last weekend, but looking forward to this coming week in New Orleans. So I'll be there for the national USBC National Championship in New Orleans and Baton Rouge. All my Baton Rouge people come fuck with me, man. See me in the streets, give me some suggestions where to eat at, whatnot. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there repping the brand, and I kind of mix business with some pleasure as well. So I like
there
that.
You go.
I'll be there.
You'll be down in the know ya. Yeah, chopper style. Tripping down the know ya.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Shot, he take that bowling serious. I was watching his reel, and it's like, I go bowling, but I ain't nice like that. But it's like every time he damn near getting either a strike or a spare. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man. That's my pastime, man. I used to be a hooper, dog. So as I digressed a little bit, I need to still use my competitive nature. My athletic ability ain't athletic no more. So my eye-hand coordination and competitive nature transitioned into bowling really well. And I was bowling since I've been 8, fam. So
man, that's what's up.
Bowling college, bowling school, bowling the hood, everywhere, man. NPS rec bowling with the wood pins. Man, I used to get it in. You know what I'm saying? So all of that with the red bouncy ball. Who used to do that, Fly? Yeah, used to do that at the rec center.
Hey, I'm already knowing with the little wood pins. I'm already knowing.
Wood pins, man. I've been bowling my whole life, man.
Yeah, man, I already know. Man, Sticks, what you been up to?
Man, really just same old. I'm still on my fitness journey. I had reached I guess you could say, I don't know if you call it a milestone or what. It might not be a lot to other people, but I'm able to do 100 push-ups a day now. So I've been happy about that.
Oh, that's what's up, blood. Congratulations,
man.
I got me a
I ain't
pull-up
mad at
bar,
that.
so I'm able to just do it all now. So I'm happy with that, making progress. I'm all calisthenics. I don't pump iron.
Okay, I see you.
Man, that's tough, bro. That's 95 more than me, nigga. That's tough.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, better you than me.
I'm all push-ups, burpees, pull-ups, sit-ups, and squats.
I feel that, man. Dang, that just made me ache hearing about all that. Now, I'm still on my world to recovery, man. I'm supposed to be going back to work tomorrow, man. So I've been out the game for a couple weeks, man, dealing with this little nerve damage, this nerve pain in my leg, man. So I'm gonna come back, man. My doctor told me I'm just managing my pain now until everything's back smooth. But she was like, in the meantime, try to be as stress-free as possible. Like, don't let nothing worry you. Don't this and this and that. So just try to take it easy. So I was talking to E before we started recording, man, and we was talking about some of our pet peeves, like stuff that just to stress you out of nowhere. And I was asking E, I was like, man, what's some of your biggest pet peeves that just get you going, man? E, you gonna tell somebody, tell people about your pet peeves?
Man, how much time we got, blood? No,
Man, go give us a
no.
couple of them, man.
Okay, a couple of them. One of them is when everybody say, "I see you with your little," right?
Oh
I know that
yeah.
that sound crazy, but like a lot of people
Uh,
walk up to me during the real life or during the week. They're like, "Hey, I see you with your little podcast. See y'all talking about your little topics. I
That's
see
a red
y'all."
right,
flag.
You know what I'm saying? Are you showing love or are you showing a little hate or are you know what we doing? It's all love
right.
from my way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I see you with your little clothing line, your little hoodies and stuff, or I see you with your little and I put the little feminine spin to it because I hear it a lot from the ladies. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just like why do people say that? Is it just like you can't necessarily just show love or something? It's like a filter built in where you can't
Uh-huh.
show love. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, man. It's almost like a backhanded compliment in a sense. Like kind of like I rock with you, but I don't want you to know I rock with you like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
yeah, yeah,
I like it, but I ain't a fan. So it's
They
yeah,
just
don't
your
want to look like a
little
fan.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, dog. No, I agree with that one. I
And
agree
we
with
should be
that one.
way past that, dog. It's about love.
Mm-hmm.
It's about but
Mm-hmm.
another one I got, dog. Is and I know everybody ain't in the same financial situations and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
but like if you want me to believe that you got 5 carat earrings and your shoes is dirtier than my lawnmower, fam,
Man.
charge that one to the game, boss. You want to believe you got real Cardis and you look like your jeans dirty? Charge them to the game, boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff. Now I understand the fake it till you make it thing, but you ain't gonna have how you gonna have a rollie on, fam, and your shoes is super dirty. You know what I'm saying? Or you ain't even crispy. Let's make it make sense, man. Make it make
Hey
sense,
man,
man.
tell them we don't believe you. You need more people.
Yeah,
You
yeah. It's
know?
just like, and then you ever see these big stupid 50-pointer chains and whatnot? Come on, my guy. You know how much a 50-point, you know how much a 20-point chain costs in real life? In fact,
Man.
your muffler sounding like that, boss. You how about the car? So no disrespect, man, but just make it believable, man. Make it believable, man. That's all. That's all
See,
I'm
I
saying.
kind of I kind of feel like that with people that come in looking like that, or that's like all the way like fresh, they fit it, but then their kids look raggedy. Like to me,
That's
that's so
tough.
backwards, man. And I know working in education, you see it a lot. A parent come in suited up, this and this and that, but now your kid hair ain't together. They look raggedy. They look like no, man. You gotta figure it out. Get it together, man. It ain't and something ain't adding up, man. But my main pet peeve though, when I was thinking about this, is it deal with food. I hate people that judge other people's food. I think that's my biggest pet peeve. Like if you at
Mm.
work and you got something to eat and somebody say, what you got? What you eat? I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that. Dude, I hate people that judge what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Like that's the I don't
Mm.
know. It seems so petty, but that's like my biggest pet peeve. That and uh that and I would say when the missus don't know what she want to eat at all. Like
Woo!
when she just tell you she hungry but wants you to figure it out, but then like your first and second choice you make is a no. I'm
Mm.
like, hey, at that point now it's on you. It's on you. You figure it out now. Like if you tell me you don't know what you want, not picking, you don't like that, it's over then. It's over
Mm-hmm.
with. Like
Or she get that little look like, yeah, we can get Chipotle, but like, what you pick it then? You pick it then. You know what I'm saying?
Indecisiveness.
Oh, Lord have
uh-huh.
mercy. If you were gonna fly on my wall today, boss.
Duh,
Lord have mercy.
man. Now, Sticks, you super laid back. You got anything that get you going? What grind your gears?
Yeah, I got a few at the top of the list. I
Uh-huh.
gotta say is I'm a private person, a low talker. I don't do all that loud talking. You
Mm-hmm.
know don't call me while you with a group of people. I'm a one on
Mm.
one type person.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that. I like
So
that. Also,
that's like at the top of the list.
I say also if I invite you somewhere, don't bring a plus one. I told you to come
Mm,
through.
Mm.
If it's a function at the crib, something going on, especially if
oh,
it's at the
definitely at the
crib.
crib.
If it's at
Definitely.
the crib and I tell you, hey man, come on through, chop it up with us. Don't show up with a random with you that I don't know. Cause
Mm.
I don't need no randos just popping
For
up at the
sure.
crib and hanging out, sitting around in my house. That's
You
that's
know?
one of my ones. Like, no,
Yeah.
Better be somebody I know. It's somebody I know like that. Not like somebody you saw me just say what's up to. Like, oh, I figured y'all. No, Bring yourself or don't come at all. Just don't even.
Hey,
What else?
for all the Ronies that be hitting me up about my man Jack Mack, man, you better listen to him, man, and don't do what he don't like. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. You know, listen to him. Listen to what he's saying, man. One more thing I got, bro. I used to
Okay,
work
what
at a
else?
shoe store. You know, I'm big into shoes, dog. So I used to work at a shoe
Right.
store, and it used to drive me to drinking when somebody say, "Hey, fam, you don't have these in 11 and a half, do you?" And like, okay, what you want me to say? No, I don't. Or do you want the shoes in 11 and a half? You know, you don't got this, or somebody come in the store, you don't have this in a large, do you? And I'm just gonna say, no, I don't. And then I look at them crazy. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, do you have this in a large, my guy? Do you have this in the extra large? It's a lot of way people ask questions in the wrong ways. And I don't know if it's just fear of being rejected or fear of being rejected. And I think that's where it roots from. But
I agree.
yeah, a lot of people just
Mhm.
don't really ask questions properly. That
And,
grinds my gears.
and don't say if you heard what I said.
Huh? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Nah,
I get it. I get it.
do
Mm.
not say
Yeah.
if you heard me.
I got
Mm.
another one.
All right, what's
when
another
you
one?
talking to me and all that that's worrying. You know, go on
Mm.
back and get it back to go on, get out of here, put it together, then come back and talk to me. I don't do all that man.
Oh man, he
Oh
said
no.
you shut your mouth when you talking to me.
You get it together before
Oh
you bring it to my table.
Straight up,
right,
all that something ain't right. You don't got to figure
yeah,
it out.
man. Figure it out first. Now, as we try, I like that, man. We gonna have to open with some of these more often, man. Now, we gonna move. As y'all might have noticed if you watching this, man. Today, this is real free. This is loose, man. We here with the guys. We just shooting the breeze. So it ain't gonna be all this news and facts this week. If you came for that, man, catch us next time. But no, we chopping it up today. So sports. I know Mike Malone got fired since the last episode we did. Do y'all give about Denver firing their coach? Y'all got anything y'all want to say about that, or are we gonna keep it pushing?
I didn't understand it.
I think it was
Yeah,
dead bogus.
they said it was something about he was showing Russell Westbrook some extra treatment or preferred treatment, like treat him like this vet and this and that, and it divided some people in the locker room. I didn't really look into it because I was happy low key because I want the Lakers to come out of the West. So anything that throw off other teams in the West, I was all for it. But
I
I don't
think
know
he
the
did.
details of it.
I think to fire your coach 3 to 4 games before playoffs start and you in playoff contention, you won a chip
Mm-hmm.
before with
Yep.
with almost the same personnel. You had to do something wrong, right? He either an asshole off the court,
Mm-hmm.
he either did something, he either rubbing on somebody's wife, somebody's girlfriend or something. He did something, bro. Because you just don't get, you know what I'm saying, like you just don't get axed that quick and you got them accolades. Like nobody ever brought Denver a championship, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that
Right.
alone should put some weight on his name, right? Holding, but the
Mm-hmm.
last like 7 coaches in the last 7 years that won chips got fired though. So it's just
I was
like,
about to say, I was
yeah,
pulling it up now. So it's
oh,
say
right.
four out of the past 6 head coaches to win an NBA title have been fired. So you got Joe Mazzulla that won last year. He's still there. Mike Malone won the year before. He fired. The year before that, Steve Kerr won. He's still there. But before that, Mike Budenholzer for the Bucks fired. Frank Vogel for the Lakers fired. Nick Nurse for the Raptors fired. So yeah, you
Mm,
right. A lot of these
yeah,
people that just won these chips they ain't got them
yeah.
spots no more.
It ain't no respect on their name, man. But on the low, we could go ahead and let Doc chill. We take Mike.
Man,
What?
ain't it, man?
We'll
Yeah,
Ain't
take
it,
him,
man?
boss. Now he
Talk
seemed
to
yeah.
like he a
us.
firm asshole or a firm
Yeah,
jerk,
yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we might can take that, man. I mean, I know a lot of
Hey,
people put some respect on what you used to do in the NBA, but it's kind of like what you done
mm-hmm.
for me lately right now, man. And it's
Man, that'll
um
be a nice swap right there. Even though
yeah.
we paying, I think we still paying Coach Bud, Coach Griffin,
Yeah.
and Dot. We paying
Coach
3 coaches right now still.
and Coach Bud just got fired today.
Today, I didn't even
I
see
Yep.
didn't
that.
know that.
He just got fired today. I
Well,
just
he
saw it.
getting 2 checks. He living the best
Yeah.
life.
Two
We
checks.
paying him. Finish
Yeah.
2 checks. So
He
shoot,
done he
Coach
done
Bud
fucked
out here
Phoenix
living the
up.
dream.
He done messed Phoenix
Man,
up, messed Milwaukee up, and then he done messed somebody
hey,
else up.
hey, he'll mess you over.
Yeah.
He'll mess you over. So dang man, you made me mess up my notes.
I'm
So
sorry,
we was
boss.
so I was doing a lot of scrolling this week. That's where a lot of these topics come from. So our next sports topic, they had a generational showdown posted on Twitter for NBA. So it was Gen Z versus the millennials versus Gen X, and they gave a lineup for each one. So I want us to rank these lineups, and then we can also say what the lineups missed. So in Gen X, they got Kevin Garnett, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Allen Iverson. So that's the Gen X five. The millennials, they got Giannis, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Jokic. Now in the Gen Z group, they got Jason Tatum, Luca, Anthony Edwards, Wemby, and SGA. So if we looking at these generations, like
Mm.
what lineup, and we looking at them in their prime, what lineup do we think will be the best out of them three? Or do y'all think will be the best?
Okay, I think millennials got the number one spot locked up, in my opinion. Um,
Okay.
Even though, and I was questionable about it because the Jokic Shaq lineup, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
Jokic ain't gonna do shit with Shaq, but
Nope.
Jokic can dang near do what the Steph Currys can do on the perimeter. So Shaq ain't never seen that. He was dancing in the All Star
Mm-hmm.
game, but he ain't never seen something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like that's a whole nother monster. Then you got KD on
Mm-hmm.
that team who can probably one of the best scorers out of this entire list, right? Flat out
Mm-hmm.
just scoring inside, outside, mid
Mm-hmm.
range, 3 point, post up game. Probably one of the best scorers. And then to me, my goal, LeBron James, is
Mm-hmm.
on that team, and that's
Yeah.
without explaining anything. Steph Curry, the best shooter we ever seen in our life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I like that little excerpt I said the other day with Coach Steve Kerr was talking to Buddy Yield and he like
Mm-hmm.
didn't pass to him. I don't know if you saw it. He didn't pass to him in the game, and they was on the bench, and he
Uh-huh.
was like, "Hey, Buddy." Hey, next to you, his name is Steve. Steph Curry. He's the best shooter that ever lived. You didn't
Right.
pass to him once, right? So like there, ain't nobody 3 pointer, Steph Curry, that they need to change the 3 point to the Steph. And then Giannis is probably the most dominant four we probably ever saw. He running at Tim Duncan. Fuck what you talk about. He running at KG. I hate KG with a passion. So I think the millennials got it in my opinion.
I agree.
Uh,
I think the millennials had the best lineup of them three, and I think Gen X lineup will be second, but they real slow. So like they got they backcourt is Allen Iverson and Kobe, but then they got Tim Duncan, KG, and Shaq. Them dudes ain't getting up and down the court like that. Cause then you got one of them dudes basically got to hold Kevin Durant. And that's gonna be impossible for Tim Duncan to hold Kevin Durant or KG to hold Kevin Durant, just based off of how smooth he's scoring and moving. He's scoring inside, outside, taking people off the dribble. So yeah, the millennials got it. Their backcourt is basically Steph and LeBron at the backcourt with Kevin Durant at the three, Giannis at the four, Jokic at the five. Yeah, it's over for Gen Z. That's the worst of the three lineups. They too young. They can't do nothing. Wemby ain't doing nothing with none of them. Yeah, that's where I'm standing.
I
Sticks,
agree.
where you see? You agree?
Yeah, I'm going millennials. See, I was really gonna go with Gen X because them
Uh,
like my childhood favorites, but y'all said some
mm-hmm,
valid points. I gotta go with millennials, man.
mm-hmm.
Now they got
Yeah,
some
I
gangsters.
think
Now everybody got some gangsters.
they
So
do.
I don't
Right.
want to see the comments going crazy talking about we don't know sports, we don't know basketball. They got some gangsters, but as a unison,
Mm-hmm.
as a unit, oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of them individually probably are all 1A, 1Bs in they field, no question. And
Would you swap anybody out in any of them lineups?
mm, so I guess Mike not a you can't Mike. So you
No,
put
he
Tim
too
Duncan.
old.
He is Mike and Tim Duncan not the same age? I don't know. No.
Jordan, Mike.
Yeah, I'm bad with
No,
this.
Jordan way older than Tim Duncan.
Okay, he just seemed like an old nigga. Okay,
But
would I
that was what
change
I was
anybody?
looking at is what I would give him a small forward on that team. I know people can say, well, KG started as a small forward. No, KG a big. I would swap out KG probably for another wing player. I just don't know who that wing player would be. But yeah, I don't. No, it would be probably T-Mac. It would be T-Mac. If I had to swap somebody on that lineup, I would throw T-Mac in there for Kevin Garnett, and then I think that'll make that a matchup.
That's an
If that
honorable
was
mention.
if that was Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, and T-Mac at the 1-2-3 against Steph, LeBron, Kevin Durant at they 1-2-3, then I would say, okay, now we cooking. We cooking. So I would say I would sub in T-Mac for KG. Or for Tim Duncan, just for one of them two. One of them two got to get swapped for T-Mac to make that valid. But other than that, I don't see no other snubs. I
would keep
I
everybody.
think they legit.
Yeah, I think everybody pretty solid. I don't think you can remove Tim Duncan out of the equation though, because I just think before Giannis he was the best power forward of all times.
So then we swap out Kevin Garnett then.
Yeah.
So now I got another one.
Fan.
I got another one of them questions for us then.
Yeah.
There was another thing popped up that said, which iconic NBA moment could you live without? And they gave us 4 moments. So, moment 1, Kobe's final 60-point game. Moment 2, Steph's recent gold medal game from this past summer. And then moment 3, the 2016 NBA dunk contest. So that's with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. And then moment 4, the Cavs 3-1 finals comeback when they came back down 3-1 to beat arguably the greatest team in NBA history, that Golden State team that had the best regular season record ever. So which one of them moments could you go without? I know mine is easy. For me, that 2016 NBA dunk contest. And I know as people gonna be like, man, that was it. My favorite dunk contest was the Vince Carter one. So as long as I ain't losing that one, I can lose that one. And then I keep the rest. And if not that, then Steph's gold medal game. Because the Olympics is just the Olympics. Either or. But I'm gonna say the 2016 NBA dunk contest, I would drop that if I had to lose one of these moments. What about y'all?
That's a no-brainer, yeah. The rest of them kind of mean something, you know. That dunk contest, it just been like mediocre for a lot of years, I feel like.
It look like you disagree. What you got?
Yeah,
Which one
I
you
disagree
losing?
a bit. I'm probably throwing out Steph Curry gold medal game. Like I feel like as a whole talent pool, the USA just always been just dominant, just like talent wise. And ain't nothing new. Like we should win every game. We should blow out everybody by 30, by 40. And I know the Euro game is getting big, but yeah, he did the sleep thing. Okay. But no, you could throw that out, I think. Now, the reason why I didn't pick that 2016 dunk contest was I think it was right up there with the Dominique Jordan when it was just like the two powerhouse field dunks. Now, the Vince Carter is the best dunker of all times to me, and that was the best dunk contest, his personal performance, in my opinion. But if you want to say the entire dunk contest, that either one of them could have won any dunk contest in the last like 10 years, in my opinion.
See, but I think people sleep on how Tracy McGrady and Steve Francis was dunking in that Vince Carter dunk contest. They was putting on a show.
I can't even remember a dunk from one of them.
Tell
me which dunk was. Tell me a dunk about one of them.
I can't describe what they was doing, but it was nice.
I can describe everything from 2016. You could LaVine jumping from the free throw line, Gordon going under his legs with the magic guy twisted like that, right? Like, no, it's so many different things you can talk to, but only thing you can remember is Vince Carter doing that, right?
It's legendary though.
It's legendary, bro.
Still.
Yeah. It's legendary. So, but then
I'm still going with that one.
And then, to speak to LeBron, LeBron 3-1 comeback. That's just, as you can tell, LeBron is so goated to me. And I think Kobe's so goated as well. I think that was just an iconic performance. It was one performance that I actually saw in real life, right? So a lot of this stuff that I talk to or that we talk about or that we discuss, you don't really see. You see Mike going against Bird. I was alive and I probably could have saw it, but I remember Kobe's game where he went out shooting like putting more shots up than Kobe. That's a saying now because of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just told he
true.
gonna put him up. So
You kind of brought up a segue for me. I know you done mentioned that Brown is your GOAT. In recent news, they had a segment on NBA TV where Isaiah Thomas was calling LeBron out because they had footage of LeBron getting to a game. I forget who they was just playing the past week, but Brown was there early. He was there like way before shoot around, this and that, and he was getting some shots up. And he came out to put his shots up with basically no shirt on, some sweatpants, a do-rag, and he just out there shirtless, putting up shots, breaking the sweat, going through his routine. And Isaiah Thomas was like, this is completely classless. It's unprofessional. Just kind of going in on LeBron, saying like, is he disrespecting the game and he don't take the game serious to come out there with his shirt off and looking like he looking with a do-rag on and all this and this and that. And it was just like, man, it kind of showed like that once you get to a certain age, you just get old and bitter because people went in the archives and was like, this the dude talking about professionalism. They showed a clip of Isaiah Thomas choking his assistant coach during the game once. Like got into an argument on the sideline, choked him out. I was wondering, did y'all see that clip of Isaiah Thomas clowning
yeah,
LeBron about that?
I saw it,
Okay.
Oh
dog.
yeah, I
I
saw
think
that.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just we got to file that into the schools just being school. You know what I'm saying? And I say school
Yeah.
just being school, as old school niggas gonna talk they talk, and we just gotta listen to them, and it is what it is. But I do feel them to an extent. Like, hey, at least put a Lakers t-shirt on, put a Lakers hoodie on, a tank or something, right? I feel them on that, but also, they probably getting recorded all the time. And, if you see them
Right,
on the
right.
sideline talking, they got to cover their mouth. And most of the time, they be really conscious of that kind of stuff, right? But he just getting us some shots. Norman, from me reading about LeBron, he there 2-3 hours before the game putting shots
That's
up.
when it
So,
was. That's when it
yeah.
was.
So it's like let the man get his warm up on, but yeah, he probably should have put a shirt on. I mean, if he have a do rag on, he got a do rag. Some people do it in pants, do it in hats, whatever the case may be. But probably just put a shirt on. But Isaiah Thomas didn't have to go that hard on the boy.
Yeah, he was tripping, talking about
Yeah.
league need to go back to wearing suits and being more strict and this and that and caring about the game. I'm like, man, you can choke somebody on the court, man, and you trying to tell somebody they ain't professional. Playing with
Yeah, I
You don't have
seen.
the bad boy Pistons out here beating people up
yeah.
on the court. Like, no,
Sam done
Yeah,
had a
man.
whole new hairline and eyebrows redone or something, and talking about LeBron. Man, come on, man.
I
Tell
was like,
Isaiah
he
Thomas to sip his
seems
drink.
salty, man. Isaiah, he's salty. I think his career didn't finish out how he wanted, so
Mm-hmm.
he just talking crazy, man.
And once MJ blackballed him, man, it was over for him. once Mike ain't let him play in the Olympics, it was a wrap. So now,
Yeah.
before we move on from the NBA and sports today, as we're recording this is the final day of the regular season. The playoffs about to start. Any like bold playoff predictions? Who coming out? I lead off. I want this is in a perfect world to me. I want to see the Lakers coming out of the West and the Bucks coming out the East. I think that'll be the perfect finals. Lakers versus Bucks. Of course, it's a win-win for me because I love Brown, and of course I'm a rep the Mill, but I would want the Mill to win. Um, and that's who I got. I don't know. It might not be likely, but that's who I got. Who y'all see coming out the East and the West?
I want to see some new blood, man. I definitely want the Bucks to win, but I want to see Detroit go a little further. You know what I'm saying? I want
Okay.
Cade Cunningham. I was just talking to one of my guys at bowling today about first team All NBA, right? So, like, I don't think it's two guards that's playing better than SGA and Cade Cunningham right now in the league as far as from top to bottom. So, I would love to see SGA get him go far, even if he got to knock out LeBron. I'd love to see SGA. I'd love to see that whole young crew get in because, like, typically young, good talents teams don't stay together, right? And we can go back to we can go back to the Bullets when they had the Clippers when Darius
There's
Miles,
Miles, Quentin
Lamar
Richardson,
Odom,
Lamar
Quentin
Odom,
Richard, all that.
Elton
They had all
Brand,
that
Corey
talent,
Maggette.
and they had to go separate places, right? So I feel like OKC has got all that talent, and before they start to get, you know, sent out to get everybody get their paycheck, you know what I'm saying? Let them win something, man. That would be really dope to see. So I just think I love to see new talent. I love to see new platforms because you don't really see these players much, outside of unless you got the league pass, you don't really see them on TV this much. You get to see how much sauce they really got and how much game they really got, man. So I think that'll be real dope for the NBA.
Okay. Okay. See, Sticks, who you got coming out?
By default, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. You know,
There you go.
even if they let me down, I still be like, I want them to go.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that. So now we got some more. As y'all can see, man, I did a lot of scrolling this week. So now another thing that's been making its rounds has been the R&B Mount Rushmore. So let me pull up who is all on the R&B Mount Rushmore. All right, I got it. So the R&B Mount Rushmore got Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Usher, and R. Kelly on it. Did they get it right? And if they didn't, who they missing? Now remember, Mount Rushmore is only 4, so it ain't 5. I think they nailed it. We talking R&B. Now they said they said male R&B too. So not no diss to the ladies. So male R&B, I think they got it, bro. All the way
cover
around.
all
Man.
ages.
That.
So is Michael Jackson considered R&B or is he pop?
Well, now it's a thing because you can't be pop until you master your genre you started with, because there's no such thing as making a pop song, because pop just means popular. So he started as R&B.
Michael Jackson was Motown first, right? Would you say that?
Right.
They was making soul music. Is that considered R&B or is it like funk or what was that back in the day?
Soul and R&B. That's what it would be considered.
Soul and R&B. Okay.
Yep.
I think Mike crossed over so hard, though. It's hard to call him R&B
house
now.
Music. Would you say Big Shot? Like Mike was like house music, like pop. That's what you mean by
like that? Pop, like world culture, like the world.
I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
But to do that, if you exclude Mike by saying how big he was and became pop, that's like taking Drake out of rap conversations then. Because Drake is considered pop because he expanded past rap. Nicki Minaj would be pop.
See, why it always got to be about Drake?
No, that's why I gave 2 examples.
Why is comparison got to be about Drake all the time?
But that's why I said Nicki Minaj after that. I'm saying there's certain people that when they get to a certain level, shoot, at one point Nelly was considered pop. Eminem was considered pop because once you get to that top of your genre to the point that it's just everybody's music at that point, that's considered pop music. Like you can't go into the studio and say, I'm making a pop song. I went in and made a rap. It just blew up so big that it went pop. Like people thought 50 Cent went pop when, you know what I'm saying? When
I never looked at it like that, but that make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Pop just means you blew up. Your shit popping.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so with that explanation, I think I agree 100% with the Mount Rushmore. Usher, R. Kelly, regardless of what he did in his past.
Right, yeah, we leaving all that out. Yep, just music.
R. Kelly, Chris Brown keeps the torch going right now. You know what I'm saying?
They all got some skeletons. If you think about it, they all then outside of the studio and did some stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. Usher ain't bad.
Usher let it burn. He let it burn.
Oh yeah, he did. He was out there letting it burn.
He was in the Beverly Center, not giving a damn who sees him. So
hey, he did let it burn. You right,
man. She got a good man.
So since we agree that was too easy, who's an honorable mention then? Who your honorable mention? Male R&B artist. Who would be number 5 if it was a 5?
Marvin Gaye.
Okay, Marvin Gaye.
That's who I was gonna swap out for Mike. I was gonna put Marvin Gaye in there.
Oh, dang.
Because I thought he was so pop, so elevated. So
okay.
I thought somebody was gonna say like Luther or something.
Luther's big. Luther's big. Prince, Luther. These are all some big names, but I think they is like so above the game. So I was just
I was gonna say that's what I was gonna say was Prince. I was gonna say Prince gotta be.
So what tier would Luther be then?
He's somewhere. The crazy thing about Luther is almost all the songs that you like or that we know of, he covering somebody else's song.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't know that. They had a video that was like all these songs. He was taking old songs. I didn't know that at first. I thought them was all his songs. Well, he made them his. What he got on there.
If you want to rewind and go back to weddings, like 30 years ago, everybody's wedding song was a Luther song. You know what I'm saying? So Luther's definitely up there, boss.
Dance with My Father.
Man.
That's the one.
Here and now,
That's a classic.
I promise to love faithfully.
Here you go, dog.
Oh, you're here with me. Oh, okay,
That
no,
is not what
no.
it's. Hold up, we got another Mount Rushmore that was online too. Okay, the mixtape Mount Rushmore. Now, this is when we start getting debatable here.
Okay.
Now, the mixtape Mount Rushmore that's been making his rounds is Young Jeezy, Gucci, T.I., and Yo Gotti. Now, I know I'm looking at us. I know we don't agree with this four.
Yeah.
I know we don't. Now, I'm going to lead off by saying Yo Gotti got to go.
Cocaine music gotta go. Cocaine
He gotta
music.
go.
I
I
gotta
agree.
go.
Now, and I love this next one near and dear to me. T.I. gotta go.
You gotta go.
His mixtape catalog ain't as strong as his album catalog is to me. My
It's the
preference.
king,
I know
homie.
he had the it was called like In the Streets and he had some PSC mixtapes, but no, he T.I. gotta go. T.I. ain't in the mixtape Mount
expeditiously
Rushmore.
gotta go, huh?
Expeditiously.
It's
Not
the king,
mixtape.
homie.
Not mixtape.
Yeah,
Mixtape.
I agree. Get him
Now
out
this
of there.
Now this is me personally because I don't know. Maybe somebody got to enlighten me too. Gucci gotta go.
Oh no, you tripping. You tripping.
I'm taking Gucci out too. Hey, that's why I'm gonna let everybody get a go. I'm taking
Okay.
Gucci. Get him out of there.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna let Jeezy sit for a second. He might go too. But now I'm gonna get my 3 subs for them first 3. I'm throwing Fab in there.
Soul Tape Gang.
I'm throwing Fab in there for the Soul Tape series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing Wayne in there for the drought.
No ceilings.
I'm throwing him in there. And if I gotta shake it up, it's a toss up between 2 people. And people not gonna like one of them. I'm gonna say the 50 Cent G Unit mixtape run is one. Cause he had mixtapes going for a little bit to build that buzz. But I'm gonna go Joe Budden with the Mood Music series. I'm gonna go Joe Budden Mood Music series. And that's my 3. And then I'll let Jeezy sit with them 3 for me right now. And I might change my mind by the time y'all done, but that's where I'm at. That's my mixtape Mount
Can I
Rushmore.
say something about yours?
Yep.
Before I say mine. See, don't get me wrong. I like Fab, but I feel like his taste was commercial. It didn't give me the same feel. Them soul tapes, I like them, but they didn't give me the feel of because they came out during streaming. You know what I'm saying? It didn't give me the feel of them old Gucci tapes or them old Wayne tapes. For some reason, I don't know. So that's why I don't look at him as a mixtape artist. Them was really like albums, if you ask me.
Okay, I feel that. Cause he was rapping. It was more original beats on them soul tapes. It wasn't like he was rapping on other people's beats like the regular mixtapes. Like people was. I get that. All right, now who yo for though? Who yo mixtape Mount Rushmore?
So I'm taking out T.I. I'm swapping him for Wayne, and I'm taking Yo Gotti out, and I'm putting Future up there.
Oh, okay.
I'm keeping Jeezy, and I'm keeping
Gucci.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. E, who you got?
Man, all of them had some great runs, bro. I can't even lie to you, but I'm definitely putting Jeezy in there. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy, that whole DJ Drama era. You know what I'm saying? DJ Drama might need to be have an asterisk notable mention here in his mixtape Street Shit, but Gangsta Grills for sure. So I gotta put Jeezy in there. I gotta put Wayne, no ceilings. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear a lighter to this day, I get gassed. You know what I'm saying? No ceilings. I like J. Cole, bro. J. Cole had some really dope mixtapes that I really jam with really hard. J. Cole was a big fan, and then I'm a big Fab guy. So the Soul Tape, go hard. I was just listening to Transformation, no bull, like 2 hours ago in the car. So I think it had some real, and then Dice Pineapples too. But I could go hard with the Soul Tape 2 was so hard to me. So I just
Okay.
related to Fab a lot. So
Okay. So
Fab,
you went Fab, Wayne, Jeezy, J. Cole. That's
J
your
Cole,
four.
yep,
Okay.
that was me.
Okay. I ain't man.
Okay.
Okay, man. I think we was real diverse with that, man. We had to ask that same question to Mac Tay and Jay Hayes, man, next time when they back on there, because I'm interested in seeing what they will put for that. And
That's what I was
now
Why
gonna
you ain't
say.
feeling Gucci though?
I just me personally, I never listened to a lot of Gucci mixtapes.
Okay,
Okay, Gucci
okay.
Gucci used to run the club, Lawnmower Man, all of this. I used to play all of this
For a
Gucci
lot of
stuff, bro,
years.
So
for a
For a lot
lot
of
of years,
years.
son.
Icy,
A lot of years,
Icy
dog.
was
But
my jam.
I don't know. I like smooth. I like chill. I
Okay.
like and he's smooth. I mean, no, he ain't smooth. He really raunchy. But I don't know. That's just my vibe that I like.
Man, that
I get
Right.
mixtape run though,
mhm.
it it gotta be studied, fam.
Yeah. He went hard. He went hard.
And then he wasn't just in one pocket. He was with all DJs. East Coast
Yeah.
DJs wanted a Gucci tape.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
I'm
fostered a lot of
a,
people in the mixtape game too, man.
For sure.
OJ, Flock, all of them, man. He
I
brought
look
all of
at it
them.
like he had to because Jeezy was commercial. So Gucci
Mm,
had to work the streets.
Mhm.
mm.
And he
Now,
did that well.
I sure thought he was gonna hit us with with one of the Drake mixtapes.
Um,
I sure thought you was finna come with one of them.
I think he's so powerful as a normal artist that he just was like, you know what, like let me
Man,
just
cause
get it.
Mm.
that was finna be one of mine, and I was going, cause dude, what was that? Was that So Far Gone? Was that the with Houston,
Houston, Atlanta,
Atlanta,
Vegas,
Vegas, and all
Houston,
that
Atlanta,
on there?
Vegas, all that.
Man,
But I guess
I was
he brought them out as albums, so they kind of count as albums now, man. So
man, I would
you
have
know,
man, cause I looked at them as mixtapes when them came out.
mm,
Uh, now moving on. Now recently, I want to say it was who is it? Rolling Stone put out a list of the top 20 female rappers of all time. Now I was talking to E. I was like, man, I don't know if I could go 20. And I don't feel like going through their whole list. So I said, E, we gonna do top 3. And then we was talking. Then I was like, well, maybe we could do top 5. We can do top 5. So
mm.
top 5
I don't even
female.
have that.
Dang. I knew
I knew.
hey,
Hey, hey,
if somebody
we
didn't
knew you
have
was
it, I
gonna
knew
say.
you didn't have it.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Stick said he ain't listening to them if they was in his backyard.
Mm,
Oh, so real quick, this is a drive-by topic right here. Top 5 female rappers. I ain't got mine in no order, but I'm gonna go Cardi B. I'm gonna go The Brat, Meg Thee Stallion, Lotto, Nicki Minaj. That's gonna
mm,
be my 5.
mm.
Where you at, E?
My 1 through 7 is Lotto, Lotto. Man, I love me some Lotto. No, but Lotto is up there in no particular order. I got Nicki Minaj, Lotto. I think Lotto can really rap, man, and she got personality,
She
and
can.
she's saucy. She talks shit. I love a woman that talks shit and that do it kind of sexually and kind of swaggy at the same time. So Lotto, Nicki Minaj, Little Kim. Um, I think Megan Thee Stallion can really rap too, or whatever.
She can.
I'm not gonna put Cardi B in it because I hear
Mm.
that she don't really write her rhymes, and I already know what's gonna come behind that. But
Mm.
I just don't feel like she can just. I mean, she could put songs together and she a vibe. Don't get it twisted. But I just think that I got
But then they
solid
say,
4.
oh boy, used to write Nicki Minaj raps. Safari.
Safari, yeah, but when she did Monster, she get on there for just her verse on Monster. She get on there
Uh-huh.
from she don't have to
Solely
write
off
no
of the...
song. She ripped everybody.
Now, what if he wrote Monster?
Then he a monster too.
All right,
Yeah.
last music topic. Now this came from E. I love this topic when he put this in the group chat. We gonna get to the group chat too, but
Okay.
last music topic. Best punch in line to a song or a verse. Now when he put that in the text, I was like, oh, I went to 2 places real quick.
Mm,
Immediately. First off, matter of fact, it start with first off.
mm.
Tupac hit him up. That first off, click West Side when we rap. So that's my first one.
Okay.
After that, I'm going back to the East Coast. I'm going
Okay.
Jadakiss and Styles P on We Gon' Make It. That fuck the frail shit. Cause when my shit come in, they gonna use the joints that the way the whales with. That's my shit, dog. Now, it
Okay.
just so happened that both mine start with fuck damn near at the beginning. To me, that's the best way to start
Man,
out.
you a gang member, bro. You a gang member, bro?
Always.
Man, you aggressive, man. You a little aggressive, bro. Sticks, what's
All right,
yours,
what
bro?
you?
Sticks, where you at, dog?
Man, I'm lost. I'm trying to think.
All right. Okay, so I got two actually, dog. And
All
mine
right, who
might
you
be
got?
non-conventional, but the first one is Chris Brown's "No BS," right?
Mm.
And now you might be like, dang, what? He says 3 in the morning, and you know I'm horny, but won't you come up to my place and put a smile on my face? What, bro? He had to write that song at like 3 o'clock in the morning, bro, because every man felt like this before, dog. I don't care what nobody say. Dog, I drove down the street the other day and it came on the radio. I played it for 7 times straight. Just the intro. It's 3 in the morning. You know I'm horny. Okay. It might be hey man. Call me what you want to call me, bro. But he punched that song in the best that I ever heard of a song get punched in before in my life. And I
you
put that
like
on
you
my mama youngest son.
you like it's 3 in the morning better than it's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my
Oh, that's a
drop
good one.
top.
That's a
I
good one.
never hey fam, I don't be in drop tops, dog. But I have been 3 in the morning and I know I'm man, and I want somebody to put a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? And I want them to come up to my place. You know what I'm saying? Everybody felt like that before. I don't care what nobody say, whether you admit it
Wait,
or not.
you like 3 in the morning better than it's 10:10? Where you been? Did you
That's
get
that.
my
Hey,
message?
hey, hey, because those resonate. That was top three to me, Fly. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was top three to me because that resonates. Because everybody been there.
Mhm.
What? You read that text message? What? Everybody been there before. But the
Oh
that was
man.
super honorable mention to me. But my second one
Okay.
was finesse 2 times.
Okay.
And it's some new stuff. He said, he said, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dog, dog,
Yeah.
that's the story of my life, boss. That's the story of my life, dog. Like if I say something, like I might can say something crazy, like at work. No, I can't say that. But if they say it, it's cool. Man, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Birds of a feather, they flock together. What?
Hey, you aggressive too then.
No, I was, bro. I was. But those, the reason I picked those, dog, because they resonated to me. And like, I know this is off topic, but like, we was talking about, we had a lot of comedy shows come to the city this weekend, right?
Mhm.
And people was asking me like, how do I like comedians? What comedians do I like? Blase, blase. And I like the ones that resonate to me, that tell stories that I've been through before. And those two songs,
Mm.
boy, 3 in the morning, bro. 3 in the morning, fam. What? Dog, man, I finna bump that. If I had a man, I should play it right now, boss. But yeah, that they really resonated to me, bro. So those are my picks for sure.
You got any sticks? Or you still like, nah, you ain't
Nah,
with
I ain't got none.
it? Oh, well, that's your homework for next time. You got to have you a punch in.
That genuine though, bro. Oh no, dog. That might take that finesse 2 times out the equation for me,
Said it's
fly.
10:10. Where you been? Did you get my message?
Hold on, Jeezy got one too. Take it there. He said it's 3 o'clock
Oh,
in the morning. What? Or was it 2 o'clock in the morning?
it was one of them times.
Yeah, man. It's after midnight. Big shot after midnight, boss. Get real.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
it get real, dog.
dangerous. It get dangerous. So now, speaking of big shot after midnight. Now, we was talking about speaking of big shot after midnight. We
Yep.
were talking about the rules to the group chat. So tell us about that topic you wanted us to address. This is the last time before we get up out of here, man. We kicking it
All right.
today, man.
All right, man. So I think group chat rules and regulations need to be applied across the country, fam. Right? So like what do you actually share in your group chat, right? So the group chat, so we got a group chat, right? Me, you, everybody on this podcast, we got a group chat
Yep.
where we bounce ideas off of. Sometimes it turned into Big Shot After Dark. Sometimes it turned into, you know what I'm saying, church going Erik, Benard, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's emotional. It's how I'm feeling at the time, right? So I don't think the group chat should be shared with everybody, whether it's your significant other, whether it's whoever it may be, because guys are typically we respond emotionally, right? And we don't really respond emotionally to the world, but we might be like, hey, dog, she fine, right? Me saying dog, she fine don't necessarily means that I want to cheat on my wife or I want to make love to her or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, dog, she fine, right? So
Right.
now somebody else may say, oh, Erik said, dog, she fine. What is he doing like other girls? You know what I'm saying? So like when everybody, so when, what do you keep in your group chat? Do you keep everybody? Because you know, birds of a feather flock together, right?
Right.
So, do you keep our conversations, or not? I'm not saying you, but I'm saying in general. Do you keep the conversations in the group chat, or do y'all just kind of pillow talk with your lady, with your significant other, or whoever you pillow talking with? Because they got to know something, right? You got to pillow talk something to them. Hey, Erik a fool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why is he a fool? Oh, he be just clowning, right? Or is it Erik a fool? He love Lotto. He be sending Lotto booty pics all the time. Right. No, Erik don't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it should be rules and regulations. What's the regulations in y'all group chat?
My thing is, you got to stick.
Oh,
You go.
go ahead, Fly. Go ahead.
I was gonna say anything that anybody put in the group chat, man. I automatically try to put my own filter on all of that. Like anything that I think gonna make any of my guys or something look bad in the eyes of somebody else. No, that's staying in the group chat. Like no, I want it to look like ain't a stain on none of my peoples. But like anything that's just like that's not pertaining to them. Oh, I pillow talk with the missus and I judge everybody that ain't, that ain't in the circle. But I ain't not my peoples though. I ain't going down with none of my guys. Whatever they say, that's in the vault. That's locked in. But anybody else, any of these little randos out here, oh yeah, I come home like, baby, man, guess what happened? Guess what so and so did? Guess what so and so said? Or look at the internet, look at this. But no, if my people said it, like the in crowd said it, and that shit, no, Erik is an upstanding citizen. He ain't did no wrong. Man, Sticks is a nice young man. He got a lot going on for himself. Like anything in there, nah, man, you ain't coming for the game. You're not the game. But anybody else, oh yeah, I'm judging. I'm judging them. We talking about them. What you gonna say, Sticks?
See, me personally, I really keep it vague. You know what I'm saying? I keep everything on a need to know basis. You know, when it comes to my people, especially, like I'm, like Fly said,
Right.
I don't want no bad ideas about who I got around me, or I don't want them. I don't want her looking at my people funny when they around. You know,
Yep.
so I keep that everything on a need to know basis. What's in a group chat? You probably just want to let me know that ain't her beeswax.
Right.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of connected to so like when you, I'm sure everybody go through, we use each other to release, right? Whether I might use the group chat to say something crazy about my wife, or say something about, or just vent, or whatever the case may be, or if I got a group chat with my family, right? Now I can't go all off the top rope on my wife to my family, because family be judgmental a lot, right? And
Right.
just like our wives or our ladies or whoever can be judgmental. So if I go off the top rope on my wife to the family group chat, oh, at Thanksgiving or the weekend, they looking at her crazy, right? And I was just
Yep. Yep.
emotional, or I was just, in my feelings at the time, or it was just 3 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? No. But I'm just saying it could have been a vulnerable time for me at that time. And now they judging her for a whole lifespan, or, like mamas, aunties, sisters, they don't forget shit. You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
Like fellas, we can forget stuff. We can be like, oh, E was just wired that day, man. Or E was just on one that day. And we ain't even thinking twice about it. You know what I'm saying? But somebody auntie, somebody mama, oh, that girl done did something to my son. Or that girl done did something to my brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't like her. And I don't like her for 29 years. It ain't like, I was just like,
it's over.
So the group chat is really powerful, man. And I'm not necessarily the group chat just with the homies, but it could be with your family, with your brother, with your sister. So there should be rules in the group chat, man. I just want to bring that up. I would love to hear comments and what people got to say about what you should keep in your group chat and what shouldn't you keep in your group chat. You know
that's real. That's real, Big Shot. Like, you know, you gotta. That's why I said I keep everything on a need to know basis. You know what I mean? You might be into it with your girl and it just lasts 2 days. But you done told your mama, told your auntie, and y'all back cool now. They ain't letting go.
They ain't letting go. Hey, and you be like, hey, did you call my sister about this? Why she didn't answer the phone? Because she mad at you on some stuff I done said 2 months ago, and I forgot I done said it, right? It's real. It get like real like that, bro.
Definitely. But I like that need to know, Sticks. Cause especially like if I'm sharing something with my lady, I ain't gonna share nothing that she don't need to know, but I'm also gonna put her up on something if it is gonna affect her. If it ain't gonna affect her, then like you said, it ain't on that need to know. Then hey, it is what it is. You don't worry about it. You know, it's like it never happened. But I like them topics, man. We gonna make sure we gotta have these guy talks, these guy code topics to close out more. With that being said, man, that's a wrap, man. Y'all got plans for this week before we close up? What y'all weeks looking like?
Man, you know me, I'm on vacation this week, boss. I'm headed to New Orleans in the morning. Man, on my way to Baton Rouge. I plan to venture out and talk and network with all the streetwear people, all the boutiques, all the shops that I can. So if you are you watch us and you are in New Orleans, you got connection in New Orleans, please hit us up, slide through our DMs, let us know where we should go, what you'll be eating. You know, I should be eating some beignets, if I should be eating some charboiled oysters, let me know, man, because I actually want to try all of that foolishness, and I'm here for all of that next week.
For sure. Sticks, what about you?
Well, right now I'm gearing up to, I got to head to the East Coast, handle some business. I don't really be telling people when I'm coming and going. I just pop up and disappear. You know what I mean? But you know, that's all I really got planned.
Man, and he reminded me, I forgot. Next week, so a week from now is Easter. So we might too. Yeah, we might not be doing the show next week. If we do, we might have to switch today. So just in case if y'all don't see us, happy Easter, man. Happy holiday for y'all out there.
Happy Easter.
Me personally, like I said, I've been recovering, man, with this issue with my leg. I plan on going back into work for the first time. I done been out of work for damn near 3 weeks. So we gonna see how that go going back to work. But I also want to this week check out the movie Sinners by Ryan Coogler, directed with Michael B. Jordan in it, man. I've seen some nice trailers and some reviews for that. So I do want to check that out, man, and see how that is. But man, other than that, man, I ain't got too much going on, man. And I do need to record some more Do With The Shoes content. So I need to do that too. What's up, Sticks?
I was gonna say I checked out a movie. I recommend y'all check it out. It's called
What's that?
20.
Okay, I saw the little thumbnail for it, but I ain't clicked. What's it about?
I don't know no notable characters in there, but it put a lot of stuff in perspective. It was like she was the first black president. So y'all take that information, do what you want with it, but just check the movie out. I recommend it.
Okay, I will,
G20?
man.
Yep.
G20, man. I'm going to have to check that out. Man, and with that being said, man, always be gooder, because good ain't good enough. Make sure to save the children and never ever underestimate black youth. With that being said, we up out of here, man. Episode 15 is a wrap. Who we be? Nuby G's.